In this world, you know you have to hustle. Just know that you're not alone. You don't always have to be strong all by yourself. I said it's okay to ask for help. Now listen, people will find you, but they don't define you. And you will find people who help redesign you. People will find you, but they don't define you. And you will find people who help redesign you. You are a work of art. Bet you didn't think you'd come this far. Now here you are. Baby, you are strong. You are wise. You are worth beyond 1,000 reasons why. And you can be perfect, baby, 'cause nobody's perfect, darling. But no, 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 there's nobody in the world like you.
Uh, okay, I'm starting to take the attendance now. People pay attention. Anirudh,
Present, ma'am.
Ankit, Ankit Sikdar, Anushka, Rudra,
Present, ma'am.
Arushi,
Present, ma'am.
Manushi,
Present, ma'am.
Divyam,
Present, ma'am.
Kanishka,
Present, ma'am.
Geetika,
Present, ma'am.
Krina, Kriti,
Present, ma'am.
Lipi,
Present, ma'am.
Mansi, Sakina,
Present, ma'am.
Navya,
Present, ma'am.
Rhythm,
Present, ma'am.
Astha,
Present, ma'am.
Sia,
Present, ma'am.
Nikki,
Present, ma'am.
Zeel,
Present, ma'am.
Prachi Chavda,
Present, ma'am.
Akhil,
Present, ma'am.
Rishabh,
Present, ma'am.
Rishita, Rucha, Shachi Shah,
Present.
Shachi Kiske,
Present, ma'am.
Sakshi Suthar,
Yes, ma'am.
Sakshi Srivastav,
Present, ma'am.
Samriddhi Srivastav,
Present, ma'am.
Samriddhi Joshi, Kashmi Shah,
Present, ma'am.
Sakshi Shah,
Present, ma'am.
Prachi Shetty,
Present, ma'am.
Shubham Dangi,
Present, ma'am.
Gargi Soni, Priyal Soni,
Present, ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
Gargi is present, Priyal is also present. Stuti Jain,
Present, ma'am.
Muhil,
Present, ma'am.
Vedahi Patel,
Yes, ma'am.
Vishesh,
Present, ma'am.
Vivek,
Present, ma'am.
Ashna, Kavya,
Present, ma'am.
Devanshi,
Present, ma'am.
just give me a moment. Okay. Um, which are the two groups left, Hazel?
I think 3 groups left.
Okay.
2 and 6 and 7.
Okay. So who's going first?
Ma'am, 7 would like to go first.
Would like to go.
Sorry, seven? Seven
Yes,
or
ma'am.
Two.
तुम लोग आपस में सेटल कर लो 7 और 2. Which group is this? 2 or 7?
This is 7.
7.
Whose work are we looking at?
Vaidehi, are you here? Yes, ma'am. See the screen, right? Can I show Anirudh's work first if you are facing any issues? Uh, yeah, please show Anirudh's first. I'll mind it.
Preeti, can you zoom in a bit? Right, ma'am. So, in the first iteration, I have tried to depict the collaborative nature of the department and how it's kind of unified with the entire university, like how they work in tandem with various different departments for various tests and everything. The second one, it kind of resembles the interior space of certain the C block especially. So it's pertaining towards the Department of Design. The third one is there's a compass in between, so it kind of it's kind of like forming the entire logo using the tools we designers can use. The fourth one, it's made from various different shapes, and I was thinking maybe I could color code them differently so that they all stand out, but the entire irregular but the cohesive nature of the logo is maintained. The next one is synonymous with any software a designer would probably use to create any kind of shape. They see these anchors and handles while using these softwares, so it's related to what the designers will use. The fourth one, the next one is like it has got different varying weights, and it shows the evolving nature of our department. The next one, it's kind of like growth. So like there is a small D in between, and it kind of grows outwards, and there is a larger D outside. So it kind of encompasses the entire department, and it shows the growth. After that, I tried to incorporate some calligraphy in here and was thinking like how could I make this look different. So the two on the right side, I have kind of made them to be ambigrammatic. So there is a certain uniqueness to it so that it looks the same upside down as well. Uh, uh, can you move down, Kriti? In the next one, I've decided to club together all the three letters and entirely fill them up with a solid color. So it shows the cohesive nature of our department, and it also encompasses that we are quite bold in our approach. The next one is again using a tool to depict the department. Next one, it's I'm using the golden ratio here as a logo, and I've written DoD underneath it. So it kind of like represents the way, like one of the roots of design. And then I've tried some three-dimensional letterings to depict the fun and quirkiness of our department. And in the next two ones, I've tried to play with the negative spaces and form the letters. In the first one, you we can see the letters D O D clearly forming, but then I found out that there is an additional D that's forming in the negative space. So I need to work on it further and maybe try to resolve it. The last one is like there is an inter.
Carry on, Arpan.
Okay. Anirudh, a lot of exploration, so I appreciate your engagement. I remember you were not there for a few days. I think last 4 days of the research, you were not there. Uh, but I expect that now you're going to be regular. Uh, so good amount of explorations. However, I feel that everybody has stuck to DoD, and while your explanation of the details, especially how you're saying that the first one is about integration and the second one is about the interior building, and you're able to see the nuanced differences from one to the other. Like if it is it is encased in a rectangle, you're relating it to an interior building. So all those observations and those thoughts are very good. Somebody at least has tried to use some other elements besides DOD, the letters, the NU. You've used a compass, you've used a pencil, you've used a pen also. I think pen also, if I'm not wrong, the tools basically. So this is a good approach. However, it's too literal at the moment. So how do we make it non-literal is something that now you have to think about. You have been listening to the feedback which has been given to your group mates, sorry, your classmates. You have been listening to the feedback. I'm sure that would have opened up your mind a little, that we expect you to not just limit yourself to a monogram approach, but also open yourselves to an abstract form, and also uh, a non-abstract form, a recognizable form, but having some connotations which help understand and resonate your brief. So these are some of the approaches that now you need to take. However, what I see in front of me, there are some forms which I really like and have potential, and I'll give you feedback on those forms. But final call will be yours in terms of what you want to go with and how you want to explore it further. I like this idea where, but in this, the construction is not happening, the deconstruction is happening. So you're moving from, see, from moving from left to right is the progressive direction always, because we tend to write, most of us, from left to right. So I would have liked to see a skeleton moving from uh, getting some skin and then some muscle, getting some body, some weight. So variation of weight, but from less to more. That would be suggestive of growth more. This seems to be, according to me, moving in the opposite direction. This thought is very nice. Now, how you can develop this thought of something getting built, that progressive movement, without the approach of a monocam. That is something that can be explored. The thought is very good because, so as an idea, how do you take this idea forward, whether you want to explore with some shapes or with some form which is getting constructed. So think of what form it is going to be, how that form will relate to your brain. Whether it's a flower which is getting formed, whether it's something else which is tangible and getting formed. And whenever you're thinking of a form, think of the connotations that form would have and whether those connotations align with your brief. So as a thought, this is a good thought. Again, what I liked here was the one which reads roots of design. So I like the idea of a golden spiral, right? Uh, the golden ratio. So because it has a very progressive movement to it, because it looks like something is getting formed, right? Something is, so that again, as an approach, it is nice, but it's too obvious. You know, if you were to give it to a designer, the first thing that they would think of is,
to represent the collaborative nature of the university and the continuous progression as a brand. Then in the second idea, I used to represent a path that it is leading for like it towards a brighter future, something like that. So using that as the purpose. And the third one, I wanted to represent that. So since the NU is formed in the negative space, so it's like it's inspired from the tagline "From darkness to light." And in the third one, I wanted to show collaborative nature since N and U are getting together to form the whole logo. And the next one, I thought of Tetris blocks to create that logo. And since the center part is looking like a step, so it represents the uh, thriving.